Thanks for the great introduction, Sarah. You just sound great, you look great. It's all it's marvelous. I'm going to start with something I wrote for our current administration, sort of. Take a walk, big man, on a bright, shiny day. Blue, blue sky, the dark clouds blown away. If your road turns rough and you take a bad fall, how are you gonna cry? Whose name would you call? Who's gonna be your bad guy now? Would you shake your fist and shout at the pouring rain? Curse the thundering sky, the end is the same. Raise your hand to the rising snow, or any woman who answers no. Who's gonna be your bad guy now? South someday. Will you pick a fight with all who stand in your way? Shake your fist at the rising wind, or any man with a darker skin. Who's gonna be your bad guy now? Take a walk, big man, with the world at your feet. 'Cause one roll of the dice and you'd be out on the street. Don't you know when you look in a poor man's face, by the grace of God you'd be in his place? Who's gonna be your bad guy now? Who's gonna be your bad guy now? Who's gonna be your bad guy now? And the crowd goes wild. Here we are in the days of, well, you know, they've been calling it social isolation, but it's physical isolation. It's physical distancing. It's not social distancing. Not really. And at least that's what we hope for, because we've been trying to find ways to reach out to each other, because that's pretty much all we've got. And finding out as we spend more time at home, excuse me, this is product placement. Here I am with the water. As we stay at home with our families and our pets, the dogs are apparently loving this, but it's just turned out that this is a wonderful time to be around the people that we care about, even if it's just through Zoom, and if it's just by reaching out to people. So, physical distancing, social connection. Let's all hope for that one. And I have to thank these guys for putting all of this together. Vashon Live and Vashon Events for helping the publicizing the whole thing. And the wonderful Snapdragon Cafe, which is where I am right now. Either that or in a bamboo grove. And you can all decide for yourselves. Snapdragon is one of our favorite places because of the people who own it, Megan and Adam, and the magnificent vibe of this place. I just discovered once again just how it is that when a person is just starting out a set, that's when you realize that you have to pee. That's okay. It's going to add a certain sense of urgency to the show. I just hope that you all appreciate that. Thank you. This is new. This is a song that I wrote for my favorite guitar student of all time, who is still my guitar student. He just turned 19. His name is James McCracken. He has autism, and he has been playing guitar with me since he was 12. James says a lot of the same stuff over and over sometimes, and he means something different every single time. And that's why I brought it up this way. The name of the song is James Loves Trains. James loves trains, cowboys too. He knows all the songs, and he'll sing them for you. But if you ask him what he thinks about, the answer is always the same. James loves trains. James hates the rain, and the Patriots too. He'll tell you again and again and again and again and again, yeah, it's true. But if I ask him if he's scared or blue, I know just what he'll say. James loves trains. And my friend James, he can sing and play guitar like a pro. And if he cared about such things, he could be a star, I know. I really think so. I wouldn't try to describe his world, but I know there's no lies and not one cruel word. So if you ask me what is good and true in life, I'll explain. James loves trains. James just had a birthday, and I think he's listening right now. He's an absolute treasure to hang out with. This, I have to say, is one of the more professional and cool, yet thoroughly funky sets that I have ever had the extreme pleasure to be able to play on. I think it's just fabulous. So I just as a thank you ahead of time for anybody who is listening and contributing whatever you can afford, and if you can't afford, don't do it, by the way. But to live music and to these people, I just wanted to say, to show your appreciation for everybody who's involved in it. It's great. All volunteers doing this. So, for those of you who don't know what it's like to live in a small town, to grow up in a town and live in it as you get older, I've noticed that people say that. You know about the older gentleman over there? Older than what? I not older than me, anyway. It's not how I feel. But I digress. It's a talent. So here's what happens if you live in this town and you decide to go to the grocery store. There are certain things that are just a given. One of them, for instance, is that every time, personally, I go to the grocery store and I look like hell, then I'm going to run into one of the 5 or 6 people I know who always look fabulous no matter what. There's certain things that just happen. And there was a time, RLE, I don't know if you're listening to this, but there was a time when I was talking to RLE, the wonderful singer who lives here, and we were in Thriftway, and I said, I think someone just got engaged over by the salad bar. And she said, really? And I said, no, but you believed it. You just never know. Anyway, here's the song for that. It's called Happy to See You. I'm happy to see you today. It's gotta be more than a year. But I never shop on the weekends, I guess, and everyone seems to be here. There's gotta be some kind of rule. I see everybody I know all in one place, but only on days when I look like I slept in my clothes. Tra-la-la-la, it just doesn't matter. When we were in college, I'm sure I was fatter, and I'm pretty sure everybody remembers, 'cause small towns are always that way. Anyway, I'm happy to see you today. There's nothing I need in aisle 5. I'm sorry I look so annoyed. But it's not about you, it's a guy in aisle 2 I kinda just want to avoid. I think someone just got engaged by the salad bar in aisle 1. And off to your left there's a sale on peaches and some kind of church going on. There's There's so much happening, it really is all a blur. Some conference call between several customers. None of them know that they're all in the same store. Is that a flash mob of mimes down on aisle 4? Someone is holding auditions for Oliver. Is that the next school play? Anyway, I'm happy to see you today. I'm sorry, how have you been? Forgive my silence, but I didn't know. Is there anything I can do? I'm sorry that you've been so ill, but I'm so glad that you'll be okay. Everyone knows we're unlimited time, but still somehow it can feel like a crime when someone we love that we thought was just fine is suddenly taken away. I'm really happy to see you tomorrow for dinner at 6. Among all the dumb things we can't seem to fix, at least we can get together to sit and find the time to say, I'm happy to see you today. So, now you know what it's like. I'm going to play something especially for friends. It can be anyone that you care about. There's a tune, it's a beautiful melody written by Andy Cutting called The History Man. And I do my own limping best to play the gorgeous tune that it is and to play a song that I wrote that goes with that, that's kind of written around it, that's called Sanctuary. And it's Gooch and Marnie, if you're listening, I'm going to play this for you guys. And for everybody else that I care about. I just decided one day to write a love song for a friend. There aren't enough of those out there. So, Sanctuary, History Man. When you lay your head to rest with no strength to stand, when your kingdom is laid waste by some careless hand, when your pillow is a stone on a bed of sand, when you find yourself alone in a stranger's land, when the voice that sounds most clear is your enemy, hear this echoed far and near. You are safe with me. Oh, you live at one dead run on the shifting ground, tensing for the starting gun and deaf to softer sounds. Day and night, something, someone seems to hunt you down. Hear my voice, take my hand, stop and turn around. When you start this race again, take these words for free. My own, my true, my trusted friend. You are safe with me. There have been a lot of times in the past, I don't know how much time it's been, a month, 2 months, 3 months. I don't know how much time has passed. I lose track of time, and I know that that's been a constant for everybody I've talked to, that things just seem to have slowed down, and in many ways that's a very good thing. But I do want to reach out to people, especially people who are not having as easy a time as we are. We're at home. I get to be quarantined with my best friend, and an only slightly crazy dog. Some of us are not so lucky. So, all the best to you all. This is something I was thinking about the nature of evil one day, as you do, and just thinking about, well, you don't just wake up one morning and decide to be a jerk. Or I hope not. I hope you don't. It's usually a long path. So this is the song that came out of that. With your first white lie, then you've just begun on the road to ruin. Who knows what you become? Drop your burden down on the track for some honest soul to take on his back. Don't you know it's a long way down? You sell out one friend and then comes two on the road to ruin. Who knows what you could do? You tell yourself every time you betray, you'll turn around and make it up someday. Don't you know it's a long way down? Well, you miss one chance and then you miss three on the road to ruin. Who knows what you could be? It's a busy life and it only gets worse when you can't put a face on the ones that you hurt. It's a long, slow way down. You make one deal and then you make four, but the road to ruin, it always wants more. There's always someone who will do what you do, maybe someone younger and hungrier too. It's a long, slow way down. It goes on and on as if it never stops, but the end will come in the place where you finally drop. You break one vow and then you break them all, but the road to ruin, it won't care where you fall. 'Cause when you break for good, with thousands running by the place where you stood. It's a long way down. It's a long and a slow way down. It's a long way down. Well, I'm going to say a thank you once again to Vashon Live and to Vashon Events, to Snapdragon, and to everyone who is listening. And I only wish I could see you all in person. I can't even see the camera people in person because I just can't see. Well, I'm old and I can't see, but I just can't see them. But I have been getting to the point where I really miss a lot of people. So I'll see you all on the internet. I'm going to play one more as my goodbye here. It's all about the passage of time. This is from my play and my new album, which is going to eventually be officially released. It hasn't yet, but it's the songs from the Cyclone Line. The Cyclone Line is my play. And I got this song in a dream from Johnny Cash, which was beyond cool. He sang the song in a dream to me. He actually sang it walking away. He was singing to a little boy, a little 4-year-old boy, and he was singing about the passage of time, and I thought it was an old folk song until I woke up and said, I really wish I'd written that. Wait a minute, maybe I did write that. Claudia Schmidt, Sally Rogers. I wish I was going to be able to sing this song with you next month like we were supposed to. But I'll sing it for you now. Thanks, everybody. Monday morning, you were born. Tuesday, you were walking. Wednesday, you had learned to talk, and you showed no signs of stopping. Thursday, Friday, I looked up, and you were off and running. Where you'll go from here, I guess there's just no way of knowing. Oh, the days hurry on, always moving on and on. I have loved you from the dawn and will through the evening. Where you are, the spring has come and all the world is blooming. But summer brings the burning sun before you know it's coming. Here I stand at harvest time. Soon it will be snowing. When winter trees hold blackbird leaves, it's then I must be going. Oh, the days hurry on, always moving on and on. I have loved you from the dawn and will through the evening. Maybe you'll grow big and strong. Maybe you'll be lucky. I hope and pray your days are long and most of them are happy. And someday when you laugh or sing, or if you're sick or grieving, or when at last you're old like me, it's then you'll hear me singing. Oh, the days hurry on, always moving on and on. I have loved you from the dawn and will through the evening. Oh, the days hurry on, always moving on and on. I have loved you from the dawn and will through the evening. Thank you, everybody.